Good evening. Welcome to our 8:30 Bible Challenge. That would be 8:30 Central Time. We're an hour late, but better late than never. And I want to read just a couple verses from Psalm 121. I was riding in my Jeep coming down off the mountain from up at Mount Storm on Quarter H this evening, and it was a beautiful view as I come where you can pull off and look. The mountains, the hills, there were just so many different. There were real steep hills. There were long, majestic, flowing hills. There were hills that had pine trees. There were hills that had the oak trees and maple trees with the leaves changing. There was a hillside that was scarred where the quarry was taking rock and stone off the side of the mountain, and it just a wide variety of hills. And it made me think about the verse in the Bible that talks about looking unto the hills from whence cometh my help. That's what David said. And I want to read you a couple of those verses from Psalm 121. And this is King David after he's become king, and he's been king for a while, and he's been through a lot, and now things are peaceful, and he's peaceful as he says in verse 1, mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help, which made heaven and earth. People say about those verses when David says, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. And people want to say that, well, he's thinking about they're so strong and they'll never be removed. And so that's the way. And that could be, but I don't think that's what he meant. When David he's now king, and he's looking at the mountains, and he said, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. I think David was reminiscing. I think David was thinking back to his earlier years in his life. One mountain he remembered hiding in a cave from King Saul. And then on another mountain, he knew he was hiding under maybe a couple low tree limbs from King Saul. And then on another mountain, he remembered as a young shepherd boy when the bear came and snatched a lamb from him, and he slew that bear. And then he looked at another mountain and saw and remembered how God had helped him when a lion came and snatched a lamb from him, and he fought that lion. I think David was recalling all kinds of different times in those hills and mountains when God was with him and David was running for his life, that his life was in danger. And so it wasn't necessarily the mountains per se that were showing strength. He was thinking about the God that was with him on those mountains. So let me read those verses to you again. David says, I will lift mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. And so David, he doesn't say his help came from the mountains, but he said, when I was up in the hills, that's when my help came. And my help came from the Lord. David, he's the man that not want with him, protected him, helped him so many times. David looked to God. And that's what we got to do. When things aren't going well, we got to look to God, and he'll be there for us, with us. Have a blessed evening.